Hey, what's up, guys? It's Alex LaSalle Auto for another wrench party with a stick ram Promaster. This is the super well designed engine bay. I guess the BMW engineers were looking for something to do, so they went and worked at Dodge. Because you get a misfire. You got your cylinder 2, 4, and 6 hiding under the intake here. 1, 3, 5 in the back. Also, I mean, this is a Dodge product, 3.6, so I'm assuming we're eventually gonna have to do an oil cooler on these, like every other 3.6 I ever touched in my life. Eventually needed a oil cooler replaced. So listen. On a Dodge Caravan, you remove the intake in about 20 minutes. On this Promaster, I think it was my first intake one, honestly. I'd done a bit of work on this one. This was in the 2022. It already has 190,000 kilometers, or 115,000 miles, whatever that conversion is. And so there was a dead miss on cylinder 6, so I'm assuming this car needs maybe plugs or coils or something. Anyways, I took no chance. I ordered actually 6 coils. They only had 3 in stock at my local Napa store, so I'm gonna get the other 3 tomorrow morning. And this is all the shit I had to. So this is the rain tray and this stupid plenum here that goes here. So basically, you gotta remove the wipers, you gotta remove the plenum or the rain tray, then you remove the plenum. Then you have some piping here you have to remove. There's a duct there going to the throttle body in the back. Then there's another duct here. I guess it's the fresh air duct here, bolted here, and it goes all the way down to this on the air box here. So I took out those 2 hose clamps and took out the piping. And then there's a few connectors, I guess air temperature sensor or something. Anyways, removing the duct, removing the plenum is the easy part. It's removing the intake is completely stupid. So anyways, let's try to make this short. So like a regular Caravan intake, you have your 1, 2, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts mounting the intake, the upper intake to the lower intake. But then you have all these stupid bolts, man. These hidden bolts where you have like zero access to them. You can't get in there. I mean, I use my little bit driver here with my little adapter and my short 8 and my short 10. You got a few Phillips, and I had the wrench out at some point. I don't even remember why. You need a panel clip remover to remove all those little stupid wire clip holders that always break, even though you go with the panel clip remover, but they still break because they're so tight in there. You got this pipe here, so I took it out from this end. I found it easier than on this end because I don't know, I didn't have much access here. So you push down on it, push down, push this white tab here as you're pushing down, and you should be able to lift it up. And here, this is the hard part. So you basically have, like the Caravans you you got the 2 bolts in the front of the manifold, but they're really hard to see. And you got another bolt here holding this pipe to the bracket. I guess I didn't have to remove that one. I think this one, the other one's right here. Yeah, right next to it. You're gonna have a 10 mil going this way in the manifold. Same thing on this side. So you got your other bolt for the pipe, and next to it, so you could come in from this way, and you got your 10 mil sticking out. And then you got this thing here. I'm not even sure what that is. I don't know if idle air control or what. Anyways, you got coolant in there. I didn't want to make a mess. Honestly, it's probably easier to drain the coolant and take out that clamp. I left it in there. It honestly made my life a little complicated. I ended up taking one of the studs out, but the stud is kind of captured on the other side. Where is it? It fell here. Because you got this little lip here. So even when you put the stud in there, and you take the stud out, that valve is still stuck on the other studs, and this prevents it from, anyways, if you do it my way, you're gonna figure it out. So in the end, when I had the whole manifold loose, I was able to actually, it slid out, so I kind of lifted the manifold, you know, like this, and I pulled it out away from that valve. Also, you got these two under here. I think, if I'm not mistaken, put this down here. I'm pretty sure this one, it's only a wire on there. Like it, I don't think there's any treads. I don't think there's anything treaded on here. But here, under the throttle body, you got a bolt. And you got this bracket here, because it took me a while to figure it out. Get some light because my phone's low, so it won't let me. So you got this bracket right here. You got your 10 mil nut on the other side, with the stud sticking out this way. So you got to remove that. The only way I found it, I took out the throttle body. Maybe if I knew where it was before, I wouldn't have to remove the throttle body, but I took out the throttle body because I couldn't find what was holding the manifold in place there. And that's it, man. Honestly, it gave me a heck of a. When you know where you're going, I guess it's not that bad. But when you do it for the first time, this was honestly my first time removing an intake on a Promaster, and it gave me quite a hell of a hard time. So anyways, I got these coils here. So I got these Napa coils here. I guess they're standard numbers. This is standard number or Napa number, and they're actually OEM coils inside the box. Get this properly. Here's the OEM part number. It's the same one as the part number on the original coil here. If we can actually see something on this one, but it's the same thing. So they were basically half price at Napa than they are at the dealer. So there you go. The only plugs they had in stock were Champion. I definitely would have preferred to get NGKs, but anyways, they're Iridium plugs. And where are these made? In the USA. Should do the job. And so I'm not going to take any chances with these guys. I'm going to go ahead and change the 6 coils, because right now was coil number 6 was giving me a dead miss. But if I don't want to take any chances, and then in 2 weeks from now coil 2 goes, I'm going to change all of them. I mean, these guys drive a lot, transport company. They don't want to get stranded on the side of the road, or the guy is a few hours away from town, the truck starts misfiring. So that's it, man. Good luck. I mean, I don't know why they make this so fucking stupid to change some spark plugs or change the oil cooler. Once you know where you're going, I guess makes your life easier. But like I said, this was my first experience on a Promaster removing an intake. I've done other stuff on this van, but I don't have that many Promasters. A lot more Transits come in my shop. I guess they're going to be coming more and more. So that's it, guys. Enjoy. Have a nice wrenching party, and good luck with your Promasters.